Put it in perspective, geographically, any state that borders water probably doesn't have too much in the way of basements. So it's East Coast, middle of the country, upper Pacific Northwest, but you're not going to find a lot of basements in Florida and Texas and Alabama and the likes. It's easily the least expensive space in the home to finish. You know, after the downturn of the economy, generally the footprints of the homes got smaller, so that space is important to families. And so by finishing it at the new construction, at the initial build, you've got an option for a family room that's just like on the second floor, a game room, an extra bedroom. You know, millennials come home to live now, so it's a place where families can do that in advance or do it afterwards. Well, it's a national code, and almost all the states require some form of egress. And that really means not really getting out of the basement, but the fire team getting in case of emergency. So our products meet all the egress codes. There's certain measurements and design elements that are required. And as a basement is built or used, it has to have two forms of egress. It could be a window well, it could be a basement door, it could be a sliding glass door looking out onto a golf course, for example. And then as that space is continued to be divided into sleeping rooms, for example, each sleeping room has to be serviced by its own individual egress. The products are code compliant. They're written right into the IRC residential code. We started with basement doors, which is direct access from the outside into the basement, and gives you an opportunity to directly access your basement through the foundation. Storage, you could have a workroom down there, you could keep your pool toys down in the basement and go directly from the patio inside. And then the egress window wells, which are fairly new to the country. It's more of a aesthetic product than it is a functional product. So it's large windows in the foundation, fresh air, light. It really changes the basement living space into first floor space for a family. But the basement door allows you to walk up and down the steps. Perhaps you've got a workroom down there and you bring in dimensional lumber. Perhaps you're finishing your basement and you want to bring in your appliances or your furniture. So it's a functional item there. The egress window well is really a light source, it's a fresh air source, it's aesthetics looking out the foundation into the yard perhaps, and it's really only going to be used in the case of an emergency to get out. The first thing that comes to mind would be a living room, a TV room, a family room. You know, there's basement kitchens, there's basement offices. Again, millennials coming home to roost and having their own basement bedroom, which needs egress. There's family gyms, there's workshops. Really anything that can go on the first or second floor can go in the basement anymore with egress.